If you're running a $20 million firm or want to run a $20 million firm and still relying on whatever got you here, this one's definitely for you. We're going to cover channel mixture across every practice area. Let's get into it. So, just quick context on who I am. My name is Hugo E. I'm the founder of Abogados Now. Our niche, if you will, is Spanish marketing for attorneys. We've helped over 500 firms nationwide, generated over $250 million in settlement fees, and we're a Google Premier partner, which puts us at the top 3% of agencies in the world. We're also the only Hispanic legal marketing company in that list. We manage PI, employment leads, immigration, criminal defense, workers' comp, family, a few other practice areas, but those are what the ones we're mostly known for. And we built these media mixes across all of these practice areas. So, point number one, the $20 million trap. Every firm at this level has a founder channel, the one thing that you figured out early that built the business. At 20 million in revenue, that channel almost always hits a ceiling, and the ceiling is structural, not effort-based. The channel that got you here will not get you to $50 million. Pouring more money into the same channel rarely works past this size. In fact, there's always diminishing returns. The more you invest in advertising, the more you invest in marketing. You've already captured the demand that it can deliver. Every founder channel hits a structural ceiling. So think of like referrals or that tried and true LSA campaign or that tried and true PPC campaign or that group of keywords that your SEO agency is really good at nurturing. The firms that break through are the ones that stop doubling down and start diversifying. Here's the math at $20 million. High growth firms spend at least 17% of revenue on marketing. The firms that are flat or declining, they spend 5% at most, and they kind of just stay there. At $20 million, that's $600,000 to $3.3 million per year just on marketing. So when you break it down on a monthly basis, that's roughly $50,000 to $275,000 per month in spend. Point number two, there are multiple categories, not 40 channels. The firms that win aren't running everything. They're covered across everything that matters and has leverage. Most firms think about channels. PE-minded firms, the one that care about enterprise value, think about coverage. And those are two very different conversations. You need at minimum 2 to 3 channels pulling weight in every category. Not depth in all 40, coverage across 7. So here are the 7 categories every $20 million firm has, if not should run. There's owned media, a fantastic website in multiple languages, SEO in multiple languages, AI SEO, meaning, ranking on LLMs like Gemini or ChatGPT or Claude. And of course, nurturing your list with email. This is one of the areas that thousands, if not millions of dollars are left on the table. It's not nurturing everyone who's ever interacted with your firm, client or not. Then, of course, there's paid media, buying clicks on PPC, buying calls on local service ads. There's running meta ads, TikTok ads, and of course, OTT and CTV. And now on the DSP side, having video DSP is really strong at scale. Social media, organic, short form, live media, also underserved, especially in funnels that take quite a bit of time to build trust, like family law or estate planning. You need to educate a consumer on what it is that they're going to be interfacing in working with your firm. There's also conversational chatbots in multiple languages. SMS, similar to email. Nurture the list through SMS as long as you have consent. And of course, AI intake. Of course, if you have consent and you disclose, there's AI intake chat. Referrals, obviously, everyone has referrals, but those hit a capacity at some point. And also, underspoken about is reputation. Do you have a system to capture reviews? Do you have a system that pushes out press releases every time there's a change in your firm? Do you have a system that deploys case results on a regular basis to your social media, to press releases to your website? I've seen some even $10 million law firms. They have a dedicated person just managing reputation and managing the way in which they generate PR and reviews. Miss a whole category and then you're going to have a gap. But if you nail 2 to 3 per category, you're going to have a portfolio. Point number 3, same categories, different weights. This is where most agencies get it wrong. Most marketing professionals, I believe, get this wrong. They run the same mix for every practice area. PI, family, immigration, the weighting is completely different. A PI firm leans heavy on CTV, OTT, and paid. A family firm leans heavily on SEO, especially local SEO, and reviews. An immigration firm lives on paid social, organic social video, and of course, community building through social media. Find your practice area, build the mix that fits, and stop running a PI playbook for a family law firm. So take a screenshot of this. This screenshot reflects the media mix of attorneys in our current portfolio. You'll see that some are more heavy on paid search, others are more heavy on SEO, others are more heavy on social. It all depends on your practice area. Point number 4, the channel that nobody at $20 million is running, and this is the one I'd put your next dollar on. AI SEO is the land grab for 2026 to 2028. It's called AEO or GEO in some circles, answer engine optimization, generative engine optimization, same idea. Get cited in ChatGPT, Perplexity, Claude, Google AI reviews on Gemini, etc. Before your competitors figure out it exists, we do this for our clients right now. Here's why it matters right now. 96% of clients start legal research with a search engine. And AI overviews, like the ones on Google, they now sit above organic search results for most queries. Also, in many cases, above paid results. Almost no firms at $20 million are optimizing for AI answers yet. And the firms that show up in AI in 2026 dominate 2028 and after. That's the whole play. And whenever I talk to attorneys who say, "Oh, I wish this was 2005 and I could have gotten in the on the ground level for SEO," this is that moment all over again at an exponentially more powerful level. Point number 5, single source is extinction level. Every generation of attorneys had a channel that was the entire firm until it wasn't. Let's go back in the time machine. There was yellow pages, TV, the old way of SEO that was extremely easy to manipulate. LSAs when it wasn't saturated. Every generation had a channel that died with it. If one source is above 25% of your case volume, you have what is called concentration risk or revenue risk in worst cases. That's the threshold that we consider risk, 25%. Over 25%, and you're one algorithm update away from, frankly, a crisis. And this isn't fiction. We've seen this happen in every generation. Yellow pages died when the books stopped mattering. TV heavy firms died with cord cutting or streaming. SEO only firms die every day when the Google algorithm changes. And firms that relied only on LSA, they also died when Google shifted ranking signals. So 25%, keep that in mind. Point number 6, you can audit your mix in 10 minutes. This is one thing that you can do right after watching this video. Pull up your CRM. If you don't have a CRM, that's already a red flag. But what percentage of your signed cases came from each source? You should be able to answer this question in less than 5 minutes. If any one source is over 25%, you have significant concentration risk. This is especially true if you're referral only. If you can't answer this in 5 to 10 minutes, that is your first problem. You can't manage what you can't see. Here's a quick 10-minute audit. Pull the last 12 months of signed cases by source. So sources are like website or SEO or referral, etc. Again, if you have over 25%, concentration risk. And if you have any missing categories from the 7 that we discussed earlier, there's a coverage gap. And if you're also missing AI, SEO, conversational, especially reputational level, you got to fix those first. Those are the most important. Those are the 7 categories for a really strong portfolio with 0 single points of failure. That's your goal. Everything else is just noise. At Abogados Now, we don't sell you a channel. We build the whole portfolio for you. We audit where you are, we find the gaps, and we fill them with the right weighting for the practice area that you work in. We're trusted by Jacoby and Myers and some of the largest law firms in the country to do this for them every day in Spanish, but also in English as needed. So if you want to see your media mix on one page, we'll do the audit with you at no cost. Worst case scenario, you have something to work with and a guide of where you should be with your marketing in the next 12 months. So book a call. The link is in the description. Let's talk.